I made a video quite some time ago about prefabricated stair stringers. These would be stringers that are already cut to a specific size, and you can purchase them at your local lumber yards or home improvement centers. And someone wanted a little more information on it, and I thought, okay, I'll make another video. Always got time to make another video. Hopefully I will get it down to where maybe 90% of the people understand it this time. Prefabricated stringers usually have fixed risers. So let's say it comes with a 7-inch riser and a 10-inch tread, but you need a 6.5-inch riser and a 11-inch tread, or you need a 5-inch riser. These won't work. Prefabricated stair stringers are kind of a waste of time, and I'm going to put a link in here to where you can check out one of my books. And of course I'm selling my book. Why wouldn't I be in this video? And I'll put it up here so that you can go check it out, some of our stair building books. I recommend cutting your own stair stringers unless you're going to purchase the prefabricated stair stringer and then build your deck or platform to that particular stair stringer, and that just might not work all the time. So one of the first problems you're going to run into is that the stair stringers aren't always going to fit. Like I said, you're going to put the stair stringer in and you're going to end up with a small riser at the top. And you might not be able to see it very good, but once we put the tread on, you can see what I'm talking about. We got about a 1-inch riser, and this stringer has a 7-inch rise on it, 7-inch risers on it. Same thing would hold true if the landing or platform you're trying to build the stairs to is a little too high. You're going to end up with a tall riser, and this won't work either. So now here's what usually ends up happening. Someone will go in, and I went ahead and made this a little drastic here, but this isn't uncommon. You could be 2 inches off on your stair stringer, or on your, for what you need. You go purchase a prefabricated stair stringer, and this is what it looks like. And I think in here we're a lot farther off than 2 inches, probably more like 6 inches or 5.5 inches. But it's not uncommon to see this. Someone purchases a stair stringer and they might cut the bottom off of this, you know, and they might cut the edge off of this and slide it in, and they might actually do some cutting on this. I've seen that happen before too. And like I said, the best way is going to be to cut your own stair stringer. Landing too high, this is what they do. Of course, this makes sense. And like I said, it's not uncommon to have someone get a prefabricated stair stringer, make a cut here and a cut here, in which of course you would see that you've now, if I cut this across here, I've now lowered this particular riser height. And cutting this right here, I wouldn't have affected this, but the treads, and I've seen them go in and take notches out of this and get a level out, and then you have risers that are inconsistent. You know, you might have a 6-inch riser here, a 7-inch riser here, a 6 3/4-inch riser here, and so on. Now, one of the biggest problems with cutting like that is that you might actually need to cut, in order to get this, you might cut into the area here. If it's a 2x12 and you have 4 inches of meat here, let's say, and once you cut into it and get everything where you want it, you might only have 3 inches. So that's not going to be a good thing either. Something else you need to know about prefabricated stringers: they will not be cut at the bottom. If there is a 7-inch rise, the bottom is probably going to be 7 inches. And if you have a 10-inch tread, the top part will be 10 inches. If you're going to put a ledger in here, it's going to require you to modify the stringer. And of course, the tread thickness here will need to be subtracted from the bottom. So not uncommon to end up with this. I've seen this plenty of times. You go ahead and you just put the prefabricated stair stringer on the ground, put your tread on top, and you end up with a taller riser. We have a 7-inch rise, like I said. And then at the top, you would end up with a 5.5-inch riser. Not uncommon. What you would need to do would be to cut some off of the bottom. The tread thickness is, let's just say you have an 1.5-inch tread thickness. You are using a 2x12 for your tread. That's an 1.5 inch thick. You need to cut an 1.5 inch off the bottom. And you can see here by cutting an 1.5 inch off the bottom, you lower the stair stringer. This provides us with the correct riser height at the top. So lower, cut some off the bottom of the stair stringer, and then that will bring everything into correct order here. And like I said, if you're going to put a ledger on here, a ledger would be something like a 2x10 that would nail to the platform. Same run parallel to the rim joist here. Then you would need to cut some off of the stringers here. Again, like I said, not uncommon to see somebody nail a ledger on here, nail the prefabricated stair stringers in, and then end up with if you have a 10-inch tread down here, you're going to have an 11.5-inch tread here. Not uncommon for that. So if you do actually purchase a prefabricated stair stringer and it's close, within an inch, something like that, and you think you can get it to work, just don't forget that the bottom will need to be modified, and the top here might need to be modified also, depending upon how it connects to the landing or platform. And if you're going to be attaching a wood stringer to concrete, make sure that you put some type of treated lumber on the bottom of it, which would require you to cut maybe another 1.5 inches off of it. Again, more of that in my stair building books. Don't forget to visit the website and click on the books tab, and that will take you right to it.